Okay, so I've gone all the way down and I'm ready to do my last hole on my cover. So I'm going to do it just the same as I've done it in the past. I'm going to go back through my hole, or through the hole on the cover, front side, and loop it around. So up this way, and this way, and this way. Okay. Now, instead of going back through the hole on my signature, I am going to grab my next set of folios, or my next signature. I'm going to put it right on top here, and I am going to open it up to the middle. Make sure all my holes are punched here. And I'm going to go through the first hole. My holes are not lining up. There we go. So I'm going to go through the first hole. Come on, thing. Do your job. There we go. Okay. Through the first hole. And then just back out the second hole. And my thread is starting to get, I think I still have quite a bit. If your thread starts getting short, you have to tie it off and start anew. But don't use it all the way to the end, because then you can't tie a knot. If you start thinking like, oh, I don't quite have enough, come get me, I'll show you, or you can watch this video and I'll probably show you. Okay, so now what you're going to go do, you're not going to go anywhere, you're going to stay right here. You're going to go between the first signature and the cover, down, okay, and then back up through there on top of that loop. So you're wrapping it all the way around, looping it around that stitch. Okay. Make sure it's getting tight. Alright, and now you're going back in to the second signature. Okay. And you're going to continue on down the line. Now I see that I can make this a lot tighter, and I definitely want to do that. You will lose points if your stitching is not tight. Okay, so if you need to tighten your stitching, you can go get another needle. Focus easily. And you can kind of pull on right, and that is tightening it like that. Okay, do it one more time so you can get it any tighter. Okay, so it's kind of tight. Do the best you can. Alright, so, and again, going out. Okay, and down between the first signature and the cover. Between the first signature and the cover, I'm going down through there. Grab it, pull it through, come back up, okay, and back in this top set of signatures. Okay, make sure it's good and tight. Alright, I have this much. I think I have plenty still. Okay, we're going back out. You guys are pretty much pro at this, I know. Don't watch the video if you don't need to. Okay. Go in here. And coming back up. Okay. And back in. Like you don't want to go between the thread. Try to go like on top. Okay, now back out. Out, down, between, back up, on the other side of that stitch, back in. Okay. Ooh, look at that, it's not tight in there. Now's the time to tighten it up, pull it tight. Okay, back in, and try to go on top of your, up to the side, in between. Alright, I think I have enough to do one more. No more than one more stitch with this much, I think, okay? We want to make sure we can use your best judgment, but the next stitch is that long one, so. And you can't tie a knot in the middle of your stitch, you have to stop at the end of the stitch, so when you're back inside of the signature. Okay, so I might be able to get another stitch in, maybe. I think I can do it. One more stitch, or you can stop here. Depends on where you're at. Ooh, it's gonna be tight. Better not do it. Okay, so now if you do it and you're like, oh no, go back there. Be alright. Okay, so if you're here, you feel like you don't have enough to do another stitch, or you find out you don't, you're going to tie a knot. So what you're going to do is you're going to go under that stitch there. Put this right here. Focus. Okay. Under, and now you have a loop, and go through the loop. And pull it tight, and that creates a knot. Okay, you want to be super extra careful not to pull your thread through the paper. Alright, so really you only have to do it once, but if you do it twice, then you're double protected from the threads not coming out, which it shouldn't. Okay, now do the same. You need to find your thread again, get your yardstick, and get 3 feet. Ready, go. Okay, so I have my thread, my 3 feet of thread, doubled, my needle on, and a knot tied at the end. Okay, now we're going to start our binding again, going through the next hole that you have. Okay, boom, and back through between the first signature and the cover, boom, and back up, boom. Okay, and back through that same hole you came out of. Okay, make sure it's getting tight. Okay, and back through the next hole. Same thing. Do the hole. Okay, I'm going to do these next couple, and then I'll show you how to add your next signature. Okay, so now I'm at the end. I'm going to still loop it around between the first signature and the cover. Okay, so you've worked your way down and back up, and now grab your next signature, put it on top of the rest. Okay, and you're going to go, instead of going back through that hole you came out of, you are going to go into the next signature. Whoops. Make sure you go through all of the pages. Okay. Now, you're going to go back out the next hole. My holes are not lining up. There we go. Okay. Uh-oh. I just ripped through my pages. So if you do that, you have to refold. And I was cheating. I only had 3 in this one, so hopefully that doesn't happen to you. But it can happen, so be careful. Alright, so just again, here we go. I'm going to go back through my pages. I'm not going to pull it as tight this time. Okay. And this time, you still have to loop it through, but you're not going down to the cover. You're going to go between the second and the first signature and the second signature. Okay, so you're going down between those two. Come back up between those stitches. Oops. Pull it tight. Go back through the hole you came from. Bell still rings on Sundays. Okay. Alright. Show you one more time. This is the same thing you'll do for the 4th and 5th signature. So back out your next hole and go between the 2nd and 3rd signature. So you always go between the signature below the one you're working on. Out, in, just loop around that same stitch and back in the hole you came from. Okay, I think you guys got this. So you do all your signatures. If you have any questions, refer to the video or please ask me in person. And then the next video will be how to attach your back cover.